have three wheels on your car. I say! Well, that's what I saw with the policeman best one.
And then like all the frame inside them. So that's all wooden frame. Wow. It's just screwed all the way around pretty much. So
Yeah, that's neat.
completely different, eh? You really look at different things. And, yeah. But
These look like they're old chrome. Yeah. Old chrome hinges.
yeah, they were frame. The guy who built the car originally, when he was an apprentice, he built that fuel block and machined it. It was, I think it was a boilermaker by trade or a machinist. And that was, one of his first jobs as a first year apprentice. And he made a fuel block, so yeah, that's why I stayed on there. The heads on that one, the Lumberg and Sons, they should be on this. They belong to this, but yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Get your racing gear on. Perfect. Regulation.
Yeah, regulation. Regulation crash helmets.
Get the chute going.
Got the chute going.
Uh-oh. Where'd they go? On the track?
history about this hot rod. It was a famous show car in New Zealand in the 60s onwards. It was featured in a Rod and Custom magazine. It was an old channeled hot rod. All the running gear, the motor and the gearbox and the diff were still off the original car, plus the chassis and body. But the chrome work, everything is still from that day. I didn't want to change anything like that, re-chrome it or anything. I just wanted to leave it like that. But when I got it, it was unchanneled sort of thing. It had no floor, it was just a body. And yeah, we put it all together and basically steeled it out as a highboy, not knowing about history cars at the time. It's still well known. I've traced the history on this car. I went to New Zealand. We found the person that actually built it in the family of the person, but he's passed away now. But hot rodders over there really know it, and they were really pleased to see it come back to life. A friend of mine bought it in New Zealand, Mike Cooney his name is, and he shipped it to Australia, and he had it all pulled apart and just never got on from there on. So I took the project over, and it was used in the 60s as a drag racing car and street dragging and all that sort of stuff. So it was a pretty famous car. When I traced the history, I found the guy that was Kevin's mate. He's still alive. He was in his 80s, and he told me not to. I basically said, "You want to pull the motor apart and just leave it as it is and fire it up." And hadn't been started for a long time. We did all the things and fired it up, and no problems, So it's a 1940 Burke engine, Eddie Edmonds Custom, 39 box and 40 diff, early hydraulics. Basically it's just an old hot rod. It's as I say, there's not much detail on the engine, but it really flies. The dash insert, I bought that from a wrecking yard in Pennsylvania, and it was covered in cobwebs. And when we went through this little wrecking yard, the guy didn't even know it was in his barn. I put that timing tag on there to represent Kevin, because I found a lot of history about him and when he raced it, given the respect of what he did with it, because if he hadn't done it I wouldn't own it now, I suppose. So, right. And I found out the dates when he raced it and the times he had, so through his old friend.
Do you know what color it was when it was in the 60s? And
it was red. It was just bright red. It was channeled, really heavily channeled. The back quarter panels had moulded guards right up to nearly up to the swage line, the top swage lines. A lot of people went through with owning the car after Kevin. Kevin died in a car accident, and the family kept it at home for a long time, and then I think the New Zealand Federation approached him to use it as a raffle car at the Nationals. So that's where it started its life again. So someone won it, kept it for a few years, he sold it on. It's all the usual stuff that you get in the early days. But it's it's come back to life, and it's going strong and stronger. I've just got a few things to nut out. Once they're done, it's basically on the road all the time. So.
welcome to Australia. I mean, welcome to America. Welcome to Chopped. We need to thank everyone who helped get us here because it's amazing. It really is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Des. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Let's hear it for everybody. This is a dance song. Australia's kind of good. Thank you guys so much. It really is amazing. You guys fucking rule. We're the Jade Idol. We're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We like to rock. Good. 1953.
Jeff to halt. Jeff's turn.
Oh, this thing is great.
It's awesome, isn't it?
All right, go. All right, ready?
Yeah.
No.
Look at the camera.
Oh man.
Alright, do it again.